Welcome to Inside Pro Wrestling, your inside source into the world of professional wrestling. My name is Dave Fournier, back along with George Guida Jr. or Georgie Styles, whatever the hell he wants to be, and Fast Eddie Simpson. And we do have a guest who's going to be joining us momentarily, but first of all, the actions of limo driver Hef, he will not be allowed here in the studio again.
I think it's a good idea. I don't want to see Hef back here again.
He has been fined by the Century Wrestling Alliance for what he did to High Copy Doyle, who has recovered and will be in Revere November 1st taping the television.
Ed, you want a piece of Hef. I think you want him back.
I want Hef back on the show. I want to go at it with that guy. I challenge him.
By the way, that wasn't you at the Sheep's Fold, was it?
No, I don't go there. I heard you were, though. Is that true?
Anyway.
Let's remember, this is a family show.
The fine doesn't mean anything to Hef, because you know Capelli's going to pay it off for him anyway.
Oh, of course. But perhaps maybe they'll strip the championship belts, but unfortunately that just couldn't be done.
I doubt they do that, yeah.
Anyway, our guest has flown in all the way from California, believe it or not.
Beverly Hills, isn't it, Dave?
I believe so. Would you please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johnny Rodeo.
Mr. Coulier, nice to meet you, brother. Bob Saget, John Stamos, three of my
Simpson,
great
idiot.
Hollywood friends.
John Stamos.
How you
The
doing?
one with the moose.
Now I'd like you to, first of all, put my microphone on for me, since my butler Alfred is obviously not with me at this time. Look at Dave Coulier. This guy's cool. Yay! How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
You look totally different than you do on the set of Full House. Do you like Mary-Kate and Ashley?
I think
No,
they're adorable
definitely.
myself.
Yeah, I bet you
you
probably do.
We're children of Satan.
Anyway, when you introduced me, Mr. Coulier, my agent specified that you said, "Here's Johnny," just like Ed McMahon used to do for me for
All
years
right.
when I co-hosted The Tonight Show.
All right, well, we can't be upsetting you and your agent. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's Johnny.
Johnny. Boo!
Gentlemen, first of all, I'd have to say that it is a distinguished honor for you to be in my presence. True, you've been on a show like Full House. It's been in syndication now, I guess, for a bit. But obviously everyone knows that the greatest, the top show in syndication, it is not Baywatch. It is Beverly Hills 90210, the show based upon my zip code. That's right, I'm John
Your zip
Rodeo.
code.
I have the most famous street and the most famous zip code in all the world. That's right.
You own the Postal Service now.
This is a disgruntled postal worker, Dave Coulier. Since the show went off of first airing, first run, I don't know, was it ABC, NBC, CBS,
It was-
GQ, John? What?
Well, it was ABC if you're talking about Dave Collier.
Mr. Rodeo.
You look totally different than you do on TV, man.
Mr. Rodeo,
Yes,
hasn't
Bob.
Beverly Hills been taken over by rampant crime, drugs, and prostitution? I don't know if I'd be so proud about bragging about your hometown
I was
there.
hoping that you'd bring that up, Bob. I've seen
It's
you run
George.
little clips of that on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Was that your house
And I
on there?
find that... Coulier, cut it. This isn't the Bullwinkle and Rocky show.
Hey,
In fact, I might do
Rodeo.
my Rocky imitation to knock you down. Stallone's a good friend of mine, Sylvester Stallone.
Hey, Rodeo.
Yes.
Wake up, all right? This is Inside Pro Wrestling. We talk about wrestling, all right? This ain't Full House, all right?
Yep.
And he's not playing with a full deck.
What
I
do you
never
have
claimed to be.
do with the world of professional wrestling?
Well, what it is everyone knows Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, they did two things well. But John Rodeo, I'm not into baseball, I'm not into football, I'm not into only doing two things.
You're too small for football. You'd get killed.
Don't interrupt me. I am on a roll. I'm glad there's a red carpet here, otherwise I'd feel totally lost. Anyway, as I'm saying,
That's for sure.
Stamos, just because you dated Paula Abdul, remember, I had her before you.
Oh, really?
I had her after you. I probably had her during you. Anyway, the point is, what I am doing with wrestling is
Yeah,
that
what are
I
you doing
am
with
already an
wrestling?
international star. I am the star of the international hit friend show Chums with Jennifer Aniston. I'm obviously the biggest drawer in Germany and all of Europe on Baywatch. I am obviously the biggest star that there is. Oh my God! To say I am a big star it's an understatement. I am a big star.
Excuse
so
me.
I am here to diversify
Johnny,
myself.
can I ask
I
one
am here,
question?
John Stamos, to spit on you.
I never
I
heard
am
of you
here-
before tonight. Where did you come from? I never heard of you
In
before
case
tonight.
you've been hiding under a rock, I am the most famous man on the third rock from the sun. I am from Beverly Hills,
Yeah.
90210.
I
the
watch
most
that
famous
show
zip
every
code.
week. I've never seen you on it once.
No, the show is based upon
Oh,
my
it's
life.
based upon
It's
your
about
life.
people aspiring
So who
to
are
be
you,
a
Brandon
superstar,
Walsh?
but I am already the superstar. Who am I, Brandon Walsh? I am John Rodeo from the Beverly Hills Rodeos. That's right. I was born on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I tell you.
sorry.
And ever since that day,
I guess I'm doing dishes at
ever
the Peach
since
Pit.
that day, Valentine's Day, it's been a bigger and a greater holiday than even Christmas. That's right. 3 wise men came up to me, and now I have 3 wise asses right here. I have Dave Coulier, I have Bob Saget, and I have John Stamos. Guys, I can't believe it. You don't know the name John Rodeo?
No, I
Well, you
don't.
soon will.
Are you with
Sure.
Are you with the Capelli organization?
The Capelli
how does this
organization.
all
I'm
tie
John
into
Rodeo.
wrestling?
I'm Hollywood. I'm Class A. I'm A-list all the way, baby.
Why don't you just call yourself Hollywood Hulk Hogan? I mean, that's what
Because
you're one step
Hollywood
short
Hulk
of.
Hogan does B-rate movies. He does second-rate TV shows. I'm John Rodeo. I'm first class all the way. Perfect strangers, I introduced them to each other. Belky, Kos and Larry, I made them best friends. I made them what they are today, Stamos.
I wouldn't
Saget,
brag about
Coulier.
that.
Did you make Barney and Fred friends as well?
But I know Barney, he's the dinosaur. Who's Fred?
The Flintstones?
The
Mr.
Flintstones. I think
Hollywood.
you have a couple rocks in your head.
Hey, excuse me. Can we talk about wrestling a little bit here?
I understand that Friday night, November 1st, you, the Hollywood star, is going to lower
Say
yourself.
that again, the Hollywood
The
star.
Hollywood star,
I like that.
GQ Johnny Rodeo, will be in Revere at the Revere High School Field House.
That is true. That is true. I will be at the field house, and I will have a field day at the field house.
And what superstars are you bringing with you?
What superstars am I bringing with me? That is the question that is on everyone's mind.
I mean, you are Mr. Hollywood.
I am Mr. Hollywood.
I mean, you got John Stamos, Bob Saget, and Dave Coulier here. Why don't you bring us with you?
It's interesting. The Las Vegas bookmakers, I just got off the phone with them a little bit ago, and they're laying odds. Who is it? Who is the big star? Who are the 2 big names that John Rodeo has promised, and who will he deliver on November 1st for the CWA in Revere, Massachusetts? That is the question on everyone's mind.
So tell us.
And I'm not going to give you an exact answer, but I will tell you that these stars, they're bigger than Schwarzenegger. They're bigger. They're better. They're greater than any name that you can possibly mention, with the exception of John Rodeo.
Of course.
They are some of the biggest names, and that is why I feel it'll be fitting to debut them in Revere, Massachusetts, in front of all the CWA Mass Madness fans, because it's going to be a California invasion. I bet you'd like to know who it is, don't you?
Are they from
You really want to
California?
know.
Is it going to be the Giant? I heard
They're
maybe
2
the
of the
Giant.
biggest stars that the Golden State has ever produced. In fact, they are such big names now, they don't even need to use their last names. It's sort of like Elvis. It's sort of like Madonna, except different because they're
Sting?
better. They're bigger. And they're
Goldust?
coming to the
Sting's from Venice
CWA.
Beach, California. Hulk.
Gold Dust?
Who's it going to be? Come on.
It's bigger than the name God. I tell you that. John Rodeo, I'm not going to tell you.
Bigger than the name God.
If you want to know who it is that I'm going to debut,
Humble
you're
man.
going to have to buy your ticket. You're going to have to show up at the, where is it? The
Revere High School Field House.
The
Mr.
Revere
Hollywood
High
superstar.
School. I have such a busy schedule. You're lucky I took the chartered plane all the way here
Not-
today
not a
from
good enough
Beverly
for
Hills
you.
Chartered?
90210.
Why don't you have a private jet?
That's what I said. I said
You
I have a
said
private jet.
chartered.
In fact,
You said
Elvis let me.
chartered.
Has a big TCB on the side.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Elvis going
Are
to
you-
be with you?
Is Elvis going to be with me? That's rumor has it. The odds are in the favor that Elvis might be on my side.
Oh.
But like I said, you're going to have to buy your ticket just like everyone else
know.
in the general public, Mr. Coulier.
He's
Give me
bringing
that
the
Rocky and
honky-tonk
Bullwinkle
man.
voice. Is it true you used to go with Alanis Morissette, Mr. Coulier?
That is correct.
That is correct. You look totally different.
So who you going with, Rodeo?
Who am I
You're such
going
a
with?
big
You mean
man.
tonight, last night? How about tomorrow night? See, you
Pick
change
one.
it.
Tori
It's-
Spelling.
Tori Spelling. Please, I can spell that for you. Spelling. Aaron Spelling's
Boy, you're
daughter.
good.
He begged me to take her out on the town, so I did. I showed her the
How about
most
hooking me
famous
up with
street.
her?
Stamos. Enough about
Her name
you.
is Ed.
How about me?
Fast Eddie Simpson, okay? Who cares
John
about
Edward
you?
Stamos. Thank you. Now, do you have any more questions for me as I came here?
Well,
I'm not going to sit there and answer point blank. Don't cut me off.
Well,
Go
you
on.
asked if I
Come
had...
on. I have something to say.
Well, then
I have
go
some-
ahead and say it, please, by all means. Don't let us
But I
stop
have
you.
to say is, are you going to ask me any questions?
Well-
Come on, just Okay. Okay.
Okay.
This is so low budget. I'm used to Letterman, Leno, Conan.
That's funny.
I didn't even know
Never
Dave
seen you
Coulier
on
had a
Letterman.
talk show until the William Morris agency called me up and told me.
Well, let's see. You say you're from Hollywood. You say you're this world-renowned Hollywood superstar. How come I've never seen you before?
Because, as I simply stated before, Mr. Coulier, you're living in a land of fantasy. You're California dreaming. But if you put on the TV, if you put on the radio, if you go to the movies, I'm in some of the biggest blockbusters. I'm going to be in
Which
Star
one?
Wars, the special edition.
Oh, really?
John Rodeo. I'm going to get
Special
top billing in that
They
movie.
re-edited all the footage.
I was in the movie Don Juan DeMarco. I
look
was
like
in the
Don
movie
Juan
Pulp
DeMarco.
Fiction. I was in all these
That's
movies.
it. He's a Johnny Depp wannabe. I just figured it out. The hair
Johnny
and the goatee.
Depp wannabe.
Yeah, that's
No,
it.
I have news for you. I have news for you. I am GQ John Rodeo, the world's greatest manager. I am not Don Juan DeMarco.
Okay.
I am GQ John Rodeo from Beverly Hills 90210. Say it with me, boys and girls. Beverly Hills
90210.
1-0.
That's good, cool, yeah.
We're supposed to be impressed by
What'd you
this
do?
now,
Steal
right?
this off the corner of your street, or?
Yes, I remember the fateful day that they had a parade. And all the people, all the stars in Hollywood, people flew in from Japan, from Australia, from Germany, just to see the parade. The fans, the public demanded that this is a street, not just any street. This is the most famous street. And it was named after me, for the people, by the people. And now, every day of my life, just to remind me of my roots, my upbringing, of the Rodeo heritage, I carry this sign.
Now, you would never consider using that as a weapon now, would you?
Could seem to come in awful handy at times.
Without Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, and F.U. Bailey present,
By the way, do you
I
know
re-
OJ?
OJ? No, thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, but I mean,
O.J.
I'm going to
Simpson,
be having
that's-
some
that's my
vodka,
uncle.
wine, rum, brandy, JTS Brown.
10,000 comedians out of work, and they get this guy.
We get this guy.
Dave Coulier, a comedian, a bitter comedian, a man who never made it in Hollywood. But I'm a made man in Hollywood. I'm the man.
Can I ask you
made
something?
myself.
Do I look like somebody who has a woodchuck as his friend?
You do look like Woodchuck from Police Academy, but I'm not into Police Academy. We're talking Beverly Hills cops. We're talking L.A. law. And there's no man that can administer law better than John Rodeo. I am the biggest name in Hollywood today. That's right, Steven Spielberg. I was the first pick for Raiders of the Lost Ark.
What
I was the
happened?
What happened? They
Yeah.
didn't throw enough money my way.
Ah.
It wasn't a good enough project. I'm not into low-budget B-rate film production, Stamos.
You know-
Unlike you, I'm not stuck on syndication.
You know who you kind of remind me of? Forrest Gump. You kind of look a little
You
bit
know,
like
life
him, the way
is
you
like
hold
a
your
street
head.
sign. Life is like John Rodeo. Life is like living life in the fast lane.